It's good to see everyone this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now in the hands of our assistant city clerk.
This is the pre-meeting of the Mobile City Council, Tuesday, August 13th. We have approval of minutes from August 6th.
Any issues, anyone? Okay.
Appeals, we have appeals for waivers of the noise ordinance at Cathedral Square on September 28th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. At Mardi Gras Park on October 12th from 12 p.m. until 9 p.m. And at 3370 Sheringham Drive on September 7th from 2 p.m. until 10 p.m.
Mr. President,
Mr. Davis.
this one on Sheringham Drive, I'd like to ask that we hold that over 1 week. I'm trying to see if I can work something out on that.
Okay.
Public hearings. Today is the public hearing to consider modification of a previously approved plan unit development for property located at 5800 Southland Drive.
Any issues?
Just an explanation on that. That's existing Alta Point. They're just expanding their footprint. So,
Public hearing to declare the structures at 461 Creek Circle Drive West a public nuisance and order it demolished and secured. 1860 Tolman Avenue and order it demolished. 1105 Sutton Avenue and order it demolished. And 2079 Victory Drive West and order it demolished. Presentation of petitions and other communications to the council. Sabrina Mass, protecting black bears, killing doves, and shooting in the newly annexed areas. Connie Bugenbiller will provide information about Love All Pantry. Reggie Hill, Section 62-1 of the City Code, fiscal year 25 budget recommendations, Parks and Rec Summer Camp Scholarship Funds, Resources, and investigatory powers. Melissa Gates, comments about drag shows on public streets in Mobile. Ordinances held over. 62-044, ordinance to amend section 62.1 of the Code of the City of Mobile.
Mr. President,
Mr. Woods.
I'm going to offer an amendment. It's on file with the clerk's office. It basically the changes to what I'm asking to be amended is expanding the type of bird. So it'd be a morning white-winged and ring-necked dove. So limiting that as far as the dove, and then also striking the gauge of a gun that can be used to hunt. Kind of really do feel, I guess, the limiting the shot is the to number 7.5, that 7.5. That's kind of the best limit on that. So the E is not going to be required as far as what can be used. So I do have that amendment. I'll circulate to you guys as soon as pre-council's over.
Anyone else? Yeah. Madam Clerk.
Consent resolutions held over. 4518, declare the structure at 4591 Cypress Shores Drive a public nuisance and order it demolished. 4519, declare the structure at 3931 Point Road a public nuisance and order it demolished.
Mr. Doggable.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. President. I've got an update from Mr. Reynolds. Approximately 60 days ago, both of these applications were on the agenda, and we held them over for the owner to apply for a permit to repair one and demolish the other. Regretfully, neither property owner has applied for a permit at this time. And I do request that we move forward with declaring these a public nuisance. We got to remember that these have been flood damage for many, many years, and they're deteriorated to the point where, in my opinion, they need to be removed.
Thank you, Mr. Dolphin. I spoke to the property owner here. They're in a sort of weird predicament with their estate, that they have opened an estate currently, and the bank's sort of giving them problems with making any repairs to the house. They went over apparently, I think again this weekend, and cleared the lot. I don't know if y'all been back by there, and they've also boarded up the properties. I don't know if there's a way to amend this to delay the action of tearing it down for a period of 6 months to allow for their estate to be closed essentially. Where they can take the ownership to the property. They basically got a bank that's just not willing to participate.
Now, I understand you're saying that you're not in
Declare it,
correct. With
declare
it.
it, but delay any tear down action because it is in fact boarded up and cleaned
Yep.
up for a period of 6 months to allow their estate to be closed and they can take the ownership at that point.
I think we have two options. One that you're suggesting with legal approval, but also too, if we table it permanently, I can monitor it and bring it back if you
I prefer
desire.
not to do that. I mean, I think it, this forces action on the property, and I want action on the property too. I think
Okay.
neighbors do as well, but also being sensitive to the fact that, this is the last.
Is it possible to confer with council attorney and see if that the language
Let's
could
do
be?
that after this meeting,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Resolutions held over 08, 738, 739, 740, and 741 are approving purchase orders to Gulf Coast Fitness Service for fitness equipment, to Vulcan for traffic signs and speed control materials, to Howard Industries for annual renewal of device management software, and to Environmental Systems Research Institute for annual renewal of software. 09742, transfer funds from program and project management to grant fund project innovating St. Louis Street, Mobile's Technology Corridor. 21743, authorized contract with Morrow Contracting for plumbing service at various city facilities. 21744, authorized contract with Butler Complete Services for landscape services at various city facilities. 21745, authorized contract with Butler Complete Services for right-of-way mowing for various city streets. 21746, authorized contract with Hughes 360 Services for right-of-way mowing for various city streets. 21747, authorized contract with Best Price Services for right-of-way mowing for Schillinger Road North. And 21748, authorized change order and contract amendment with Thompson Engineering for Ziegler Boulevard. Ordinances being introduced, 64045, consider modification of a previously approved plan unit development for property located at 5800 Southland Drive. 87046, ordinance to authorize lease agreement with Mobile Community Action for city-owned property located at 1600 Boykin Boulevard.
Madam Clerk, I just want to let the council know that this is some property that the city had acquired some months ago to build the new community center up at DIP. And the school board was leasing the property to Head Start. And so we're just going to allow Head Start to stay there until we decide what we're going to do with our property and everything. Okay. Madam Clerk.
88047, ordinance to authorize the conveyance of city-owned land located at 260 North Franklin Street, not now needed for public or municipal purposes. Consent resolutions being introduced, 4754 through 4757 are declaring the structures at 461 Creek Circle Drive West, 1860 Tolman Avenue, 1105 Sutton Avenue, and 2079 Victory Drive West public nuisances and ordering them demolished and secured. 58, 758, and 759 are declaring weeds noxious, Weedling Group 1659, and assessing costs for removal of weeds. Repeat, Weedling Group 73. 60, 760, approve award of special bonus to the Officer of the Month. Resolutions being introduced. 01761, authorized agreement with Mobile County and Spring Hill College to expand and equip existing campus with Health and Science Innovation Center.
As for a holdover for 2 weeks, the 772 notice went out this week or last week. And so just to comply with that for a 2-week holdover. You're good.
01760.
Did you have something, Mr. Barr?
For her. If not, we're fine.
All right,
Thank you. Yeah. We're going to pass these around if y'all want to look at them. Thank you.
01762, authorized agreement with Spire Gulf for Dolphin Street improvements at Spring Hill Memorial Hospital. 01763, 764, 765,
Mr.
766.
President,
Mr. Davis.
can we come back to 762? Nick, can you talk a little bit about this, please? Is this have to do with the traffic light synchronization?
Good morning. This is the state MPO project. It's actually from Spring Hill Hospital to Sage. It's that entire corridor. These are the supporting utility agreements that we have to have, for the ALDOT funds to flow through to us. So that's what these all are for.
But part of that is the traffic lights.
That's correct. There'll be there's efforts that traffic engineering will purchase equipment in advance of the actual project that will be let by the state. And then that equipment will be provided to the contractor executing the work. So,
And the improvements to the traffic light synchronization will go all the way to Rhymes Road.
that's
Is that
correct.
right?
It'll cross the gap there. Yep.
Okay, thanks.
01763, 764, 765, 766, 767, and 768 are authorizing agreements with Comcast Cable, Telepac Networks, AT&T Alabama, Unity Fiber, Alabama Power Company, and CenturyLink Communications for Dolphin Street improvements from Spring Hill Memorial Hospital to Sage Avenue. 08769, 770, 771, 772, 773 are approving purchase orders to Musco Sports Lighting for sports lighting at Medal of Honor Park, $460,000. To GT Distributors of Georgia for ballistic vests and armor for MPD K9 handlers, $28,482.60. To Donahue Chevrolet for Chevrolet 4500 crew cab truck for Parks Department, $60,105.50. To Terminex Services for annual renewal of termite bond for city facilities, $16,675. To LCM Motor Cars for sports sedans and pickup trucks for MPD, $235,700. 09774, transfer funds from capital project grant match traffic engineering to project grant match holding account to be used as match for signal improvements on Dolphin Street, $30,000. 14775, approve an application seeking permission to incorporate a capital improvement cooperative district and authorizing such incorporation. 35776, authorize permission to lease 14,000 square feet of buildings A and D of city-owned property located at 1600 Boykin Boulevard. 777 and 778 are authorizing additional expense for special counsel investigation and authorized settlement agreement and release of claims. Call for public hearings, 41779, call for public hearing to consider the application of Safe Ride Transport to operate a sedan service scheduled for August 27th. Announcements.
Council. Anything from the administration?
Hi, thanks, Ricardo. Hey, I'm Rayford Etherton, and I just wanted to give you an update. As you recall, on the 16th of July, you approved a contract for the Helios Alliance to assist the city in the distribution of the opioid settlement monies. Chief Barber that day told the press that he would like to get something up and going within 30 days. And so I'm pleased to report that we've been able to do that. We'll be sending out tomorrow an email blast to a list that we've combined over time, about 250 people or organizations. And we'll be utilizing the social media, the media and the print media in Mobile. We will be an information an interest form will go online on August 21 on the Helios Alliance. The email we send out tomorrow will explain how to do that. We'll be having a community forum on September 4th at Innovation Portal, inviting people to come to give more information about the process, how we're working, what we're really looking for. On the 5th, the actual RFP will open. The applications will be due by October 15th. Between October 15th and November 22nd, we'll be doing interviews with applicants and site visits, and then we will be in a position to make recommendations to you in December. And just wanted to give you that report. And on a personal basis, I'd like to say as a Mobilian that it's a very exciting time to live in Mobile. It's great to get all the good news, almost something new every day. We're really proud to be a part of that effort and to be working with you, and thanks for the confidence.
Anything else from Mr. Mayor?
Yes, I won't be at the city council meeting. Governor Ivy will be here in about 30 minutes to announce the Gomesa Awards. There are multiple awards, but impacting the city of Mobile specifically, we got.
You mind hitting the mic, Mayor?
Specifically, some of the awards that Gomesa Awards that we're getting this year, there'll be $829,000 award to the Explorium, 2.25 to GulfQuest to completely rebuild one of the floors there with a new exhibit having to do with the Delta, as I understand it. And then $3 million for Cooper Riverside Park, the rebuilding that's going on there. So about $6 million in Gomesa grants. The governor just continues to show favor to us, and we're tremendously grateful for that. So I'll be with her and we will not be at the meeting.
Anything else, anyone? Not, we see each other at 10:30.